Hi, this is Matt Geha, Springfield Superintendent, and I'm here today in the Door Kitchen talking with our Food Service Director, Jamie Filipiak. Jamie, thanks for coming. So share with us how long you've been in the district.
Well, I graduated from Springfield Local Schools in 1997. So it's been home for me for a very long time. I've been with actual schools for 17 years, director for 14 of those years. Yes. Yes, it does go fast.
So as the Food Service Director, how many kitchens do you oversee in Springfield schools?
We have 5 kitchens for the 6 schools that we have. We have 3 elementary kitchens that are pre-K through 3rd grade. And then our middle school kitchen houses for 5 and 6, 7, 8. And then we have the high school 9 through 12.
And I know since we went with Chartwell's, there's a lot more prep.
Yes.
And this Door Kitchen clearly looks like it's from 1950 something or earlier.
It is.
What's some of the equipment that you oversee, repair, replace with some of the work we have to do to serve kids?
So all of our equipment, we try to service ourselves through our maintenance department that we do have. Since a lot of the equipment is outdated, we do have to possibly bring in an out-serviced company. We use Witchman, we use Hobart, and they fix our dishwashers, our oven, our walk-in freezer coolers, anything that we have. Door is a little bit of a smaller kitchen for us, so they only have one walk-in and one walk-in freezer, walk-in cooler. Our high school and middle schools have 2 to 3 or 4 more. So if those happen to break down, anything like that, sometimes you do have to call on a company to do repairs for those.
Cool. So that's the equipment side. What about the employee side? So how many employees do you have just in the food service department?
Right now I have 28 employees. I am to have 35 employees, but we have bouncing around right now with new positions open. We have vacant positions, and currently we have 4 subs that go between all 5 of our kitchens.
Well, what are some of the shifts that people can work in the food service department?
Length of time, my shortest shift that I do have available is 2.5 hours. And that's basically just coming in and doing our kids, doing prep in between serving lines. And then it ranges from 3.5 to 4 to 5 to 6, 6.25, 7 hours, and 8 hours. So they're all over the place, depending on what position those people hold.
Very cool. So when we switch to Chartwell's, what are some of the things we are preparing for the kids every day? It's like some examples of some of the food options we have.
Well, I remember back when I was in school, we were able to serve whatever we wanted to serve. But then USDA made some changes for us to meet grain requirements, protein requirements, things like that. So with Chartwell's coming on board, we make all of our homemade pizzas every single day. High school, middle school has 3 pizzas, and then a specialty pizza each day that they get. Another favorite, they love like the tikka masala. They like homemade buffalo chicken dip. We just had a Korean barbecue that the kids got to taste and test, and they really liked that. Our elementary kids, they're kind of stuck in their normal palate on things that they like. So we don't try to broaden their expansions a little bit more, but it just depends on what they like.
So about those kids, we have over 3,000 of them. So give us some examples of how many meals you're serving.
We're roughly, I would say on a given day, district-wide, we're close between 1,800 to 2,000 lunches a day. Breakfast, we're close to about 800 a day. And then it just ranges on what the choices are too, that the kids really like and what they want to get for those days too.
So there's a lot happening.
Nonstop.
All over the kitchens.
Yes.
We have talked about some oversight that happens in every department of public education. What kinds of audits do you have as the food service director serving 2,000 meals a day?
Correct. So the Office of Child Nutrition from Ohio Department of Education comes in every 5 years and does an audit. In my years of director, I have passed every single audit that I have had. They're very expensive, working late hours, making sure you have all the correct documentation. They come into the actual school that they're audited, and they audit all of the coworkers that are also on site for that audit to make sure they're serving correctly, they're meeting requirements, they're making sure that no kid at a point of sale is pointed out for their free reduced status. So they're making sure that all of our employees are doing their jobs as well, also me. We also have the health inspectors that come out at least twice a year for every single one of our schools. They have to come out 2 times a year. They walk through the kitchen, making sure we're temping all of our food correctly, making sure they're washing their hands, making sure our coolers, our freezers are up to temp. And then we pass our audits. We pass all of our health inspection audits that we've had. And that also goes in the blade to show that we are passing all of our health inspections. So anyone publicly can see that we're passing those with flying colors. And then through Chartwell's, it's new for the past 4 years. I have to do manual audits in all 5 of my kitchens 3 times a year. So I do walkthroughs and make sure their fire extinguishers are dated correctly, make sure they're temping. I temp all of their food to make sure it's temped accordingly. And I have to do that 3 times a year myself.
So a lot of safety precautions to ensure there's great options for kids.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes.
So the website, which I was really impressed with when we began this whole thing, share with people what's on the website when it comes to your meals that are offered every day and some of the info that's under each meal.
So we have an app called Nutrislice, and a parent is able to go in and see every item that we are serving all of their children, and it breaks down how many carbs, calories, sugars, sodium. It shows all of the allergens for every item that we do serve. But if there's ever a change, we always let all of the district nurses know so they can let the teachers know that there's a change. We let the parents know if there's a change in any type of the menu.
So my last question, what are some of your duties over the summertime as the food service director?
Yes. So during the summer, we have to start doing all of our menu planning for the next school year. We have to make sure that we're at a cents per item and per meal that we sell to our students. So we have to make sure that we have all of our menus, all of our requirements sent towards that cent per meal for every single one of our buildings. So the high school, middle school is completely different than the elementary buildings just because of what they serve and how much they serve. So we do all of our menus. We do some caterings over the summer. So we're busy cooking in our high school building is normally where we do that. And we transport that and take that out to wherever our catering is. And we have a lot of training that we do over the summer. For instance, I go to conferences through School Nutrition Association in June. I'm there for 4 days. So there's a lot of different things that we can get ready for the next school year.
You're obviously very intelligent when it comes to your profession.
Thank you.
Share with us some of the things you may have done to help other school systems when it comes to their managers, their kitchens, or how they're operating their food service department.
I have helped quite a few other area districts around us in regards of they've never had a administrative review. So I would go over there and help them with their administrative review. So I would give them all of my information that I entailed in my last review. I break it down for sections for them. Walk them through step by step what the auditors are going to be looking for. And then I've helped other areas open up a LEAP program. We do have our LEAP program in our district that we do house, and we feed them breakfast and lunch bagged meals. It's close to between 60 and 75 meals a day. So I helped Waseong open up their LEAP department in regards to they had a new food service director and she didn't know what she was supposed to do in regards to that. So I helped them open up their area too.
Jane, I've worked with you a long time, over 20 years probably.
Yes.
So thank you for the great job that you do.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you hearing more about the food service here in Springfield, Holland, Ohio. Have a great day.